Over the winter, the battery in my 2021 KTM 890 died. So I went down the rabbit hole of what to replace it with. Lithium batteries are very popular nowadays because they're lightweight and high performance, but I couldn't find which one was the best. After a bunch of research, the anti-gravity battery with the restart technology kept coming up. Today, we're going to answer the question, will that battery work in the KTM 890? This is the issue I'm having. So as you can see, the battery is pretty low and it just doesn't want to turn over. Let's go ahead and get this thing installed. I'm going to remove the seat. Front and back. Now we remove the T30 bolts from either side here. And this piece slides off. Now we're going to want to remove the battery bracket bolt here. Also a T30. And then the battery hold down strap just pops off. Now the actual battery post bolts are either T27 or 8mm. You can use either that or this. Make sure you put the bolt back in so you don't lose the nut. On this side, the cover just pops off. And again, you can use a socket wrench or a T27. Alright, once you do that, your battery will just slide right out. Here's our new anti-gravity battery. We're going to go ahead and unbox it. Got a couple of spacer pads. Comes with some new hardware. And here's the new battery. This thing is super lightweight. Alright. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the new battery versus the old one. The weight difference is quite significant. There is a small height difference here that can be made up by these pads. One thing of note, the old battery has this cutout, which the battery strap kind of sits down in. New battery won't be able to do that. It does look like it is about the same height as the top of this battery. So you have a couple of options here. You can either cut out this tab and put these spacers on the bottom of this battery so that's the same height. So that'll sit flush. You do want to be able to get to this restart button in case there's a problem. So another option might be to put this here and then put, cut the spacer in half maybe and have it hold it down like so. That would be an easier option than cutting the bracket. With the anti-gravity battery in place and the strap bolted down, you can see there's a lot of play that you don't want. So I think what I'm going to do is take these pads that came with it, cut them in half, and put them on either side. I think that'll be plenty of pressure to hold everything down. It'll be nice and soft. I still have the issue though, I can't get to the restart button. So that's something you'll need to keep in consideration. You're going to have to take all this apart anyway to get to the jumper points. So I don't know if I should cut out a section here or just keep a tool. I always have a tool on the bike anyway, so you can always just take this apart to get to it. You shouldn't have to use the reset button very often anyway. One thing of note is that the new bolts that come with the battery are much shorter than the factory bolts, and they're not going to reach all the way through these studs. So you're going to need to reuse the factory bolts. And the factory bolts are actually almost too long. They reach all the way to the back. So you're going to want to use the new washer. Alright, the new battery is test fit and bolted up. So let's see if we can start up now. We have to reset the clock, but I would call that a success. Alright, for the tie down issue, what I decided to do here is take the spacer blocks that came with the new battery, cut one in half, and I'm just going to attach it like this to either side of the top of the battery. Just like so. Now with that in place, the tie down is nice and tight and the battery doesn't move. We'll go ahead and bolt it in place. Put the protector back on if it fits this way. There you go. And we'll pop this guy back into place. And now you're pretty much done. You just need to bolt everything back together. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that answered any questions about using the anti-gravity battery in your KTM 890. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video.